Good morning, this is MetLoop meteorologist Dave Elliott with your weather outlook for Thursday, February the 9th, 2017. Starting out with the big picture, the satellite and the radar, we're watching a couple of systems that are keeping things active this morning. We've got a low pressure center just off the coast of Delaware and Maryland, and then out along the Pacific Northwest, we've got another low pressure that's sitting out in the ocean out there that's bringing a lot of moisture in. Across the middle of the U.S., we're seeing pretty large high pressure center, which is keeping things actually pretty nice for most of the country. Switching over to the current temperature map, we can see the frontal boundary that moved through our area over the last couple of days is now out into the Gulf of Mexico and then extending back into Texas. You can see the difference in the temperatures there, where we're in the mid to upper 70s in South Florida, and then we drop down into the 50s and 40s north into the Panhandle in areas further north of that. And then up in the northern plains areas and in the northeast, we're seeing some very cold air coming down from Canada, keeping things very wintry for those areas. And we'll go in for a closer look at these two areas we're going to be watching today. Here in the northeast, we are seeing some heavy snowfall that's going on right now, and we do expect to see that continue through the day today. We're looking at some pretty high snowfall amounts all the way from the eastern two-thirds of Maine down into New Jersey and all along the coastal regions. As you can see, the white and the blue areas moving along on the radar here. In fact, if we switch over to the outlook for snowfall today, we can see a pretty large amount forecasted. This yellow area is going to indicate anywhere from 6 to 10 inches for this area. So if you're in there, you probably are already realizing you're going to see a lot of snow today, but please keep an eye on the weather and stay safe. A little further west with that northwesterly flow behind there, we're going to see some pretty good lake effect snowfall continue along Lake Ontario through the day today. And if we take a trip out west here, where we've got that low pressure sitting off the in the Pacific Northwest, we will see some pretty good areas of snowfall, particularly in the northern parts of the Rockies and the higher elevations. We could see upwards of 6 to 10 inches for, again, the higher elevations. And then a small area in the Sierras could see some high snowfall amounts as well. And if we switch back to the current radar loop, you can see all the green and yellow and all that. These areas are predominantly liquid rain, so temperatures are just warm enough out ahead of this low to keep it from turning into snow or ice. Although up into the northern areas, as I mentioned before, we will see snow and then some pockets of some freezing rain and ice on the ground. So please be safe if you're out there. But outside of those areas, as I mentioned, most of the country is going to see some nice weather with high pressure moving in and keeping things fair and clear. And that's your outlook for the day today. Hope you have a great weather day wherever you are. And please be sure to follow MetLoop on Facebook and Twitter for all your latest and most accurate weather information.